Hello team, welcome to the video. Today is going to be a question and answer video that I got some questions over the weekend while I was up in Townsville. Did a little bit of traveling up there when I did my 25.5 hour fast actually, which was pretty cool because that's the longest I've ever gone without having food, and I actually did a full water one. Usually I would have either a green tea or a coffee, but because I wanted to go 7 days without coffee, I couldn't have any. Then I thought, you know what, let's just do the whole day, no coffee. No coffee, no green tea, no black tea, no nothing. I'm just go for it. And I was pretty happy with the results, to be honest with you guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix up this lighting. But I thought today would be let's fix that up. Thought today would be a good opportunity to go through some questions that I had over the weekend in regards to fasting. So the first question that I want to talk about comes from Susie, and she says, I'm thinking about doing my first full 24-hour fast today. What do I need to know? Do I need to prepare for anything? What am I going to break my meal with? What do I need? So first of all, Susie did complete her first 24-hour fast. So that's a huge shout out to you, Susie. And basically what I would say for anyone who's going to be doing a full 24-hour fast, what do you actually break your fast with? Just break it with a normal meal. Don't go crazy. Don't try and eat a whole bunch of food and try and fill yourself up. Especially most people are going to start their fast from probably 7 p.m. at night time or 6 p.m. whatever time you finish eating, and you're going to break it the next night. So you don't want to completely stuff yourself full of food when you break your fast, because first of all, you're kind of just undoing all of the good stuff you just did. Like, you know, you're going to try and just chuck in a whole bunch of food that's probably not good for you, and it's going to upset your digestion. It's going to make you sleep bad because now you're trying to have to digest all that food. And honestly, like, there's no real benefit to it. So what I would suggest is starting off your first meal by having something simple, which is a lean source of protein, so chicken, red meat, protein shake, some Greek yogurt, something simple like that, with some vegetables and a little bit of carbohydrate. That's really all you need. Just have a normal dinner like you usually have, and then go to bed and eat normally the next day. That's pretty much all I'd recommend. Like, no, you're not going to miss out on a whole bunch of, like, you know, you're not going to lose muscle mass or anything like that if you do one full 24-hour fast. And for most of you trying to lose body fat, it's more beneficial if you do it that way. So that's what I would say, Susie. If you guys are going to do a full 24-hour fast, just have a normal dinner and go from there. And so you're going to be able to have a good sleep too. Plus, you're not going to put too much strain on digestion. Next one comes from Matt. I'm going to be doing my full 24-hour fast today. Can I have decaf? Can I have black coffee? Can I have green tea? If this is your first full 24-hour fast, yeah, go for it. Like, if you are going to be hungry or if you're starting to starve, you can have a black coffee or you can have a green tea as long as it's got 0 calories in it, okay? But what I suggest is that you do not have any sweeteners, because they're sweeteners and they're signaling to the body that you want sugar coming in or there's going to be food coming in. So none of that stuff. So if you need something different than just water or to keep away hunger, have black tea, have black coffee, have a green tea, but that's all I would recommend. Nothing else apart from those 3 things. Don't worry about supplements, don't worry about BCAAs, none of that stuff. You do not need it for your first 24-hour fast, so do not stress about it. It's going to be the biggest thing I would say. Luke says, why am I going to be doing this 24-hour fast? So Luke actually decided to join me, and he did it, and he says, like, you know, why should I be doing it? And there's a couple of good reasons for it. First of all, if you're someone who's just trying to lose body fat, going 24 hours without food is really beneficial because it puts you in a calorie deficit, first of all, which is the big main thing. Number 2 is it's kind of like a reset. You know, most people, they'll be eating a lot of shitty food or they'll be eating too much calories, and when you can kind of just give yourself 24 hours without eating, it helps your digestion system specifically, you know, flush everything out and start getting things moving. Because if you're constantly jamming food in there all the time, especially crappy food, you're putting a lot of stress on the digestive system. So if you give it kind of, you know, a day to just let itself sort itself out, it's going to be really good. It's actually been shown that you can change your gut flora in 24 hours, not by a huge bunch, but you can actually start repopulating really good gut bacteria, which is good. And also the benefits of kind of resetting your hunger signals, because when you get 24 hours without food, your hunger signals are going to be all over the place, and, you know, you're going to be hungry. But then after that day, it's going to, like, you're going to realize that your hunger cue is going to be a little bit different, and you're going to notice the taste of food better when you actually break that fast. So you're gonna realize how good food actually tastes, and you're gonna improve, and you're gonna, like, just take some time and go, wow. Plus, it's also cell regeneration too. So it gets rid of crappy cells out of your body and helps regenerate new cells, which you want, because new cells are gonna help you when it comes to, like, when it comes to more energy. It's gonna help you when it comes to better mitochondria function. A whole bunch of benefits happen when you do a full 24-hour fast. Another question I got is, should you start your fast in the morning or start it at night? Ben, it honestly does not matter when you do your fast. So if you're going to start at night time, or you're going to start at daytime, or in the morning, whatever's more beneficial to you. The only thing I would recommend is I like to start it late afternoon, about 2 or 3 o'clock, because that way, 12 hours in, I'm already asleep, right? So if I started at 2 o'clock, and then I go to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock usually, so that's already 7 hours. Then I've got another 8 hours of sleep. So I'm already pretty much 3/4 of the way in by the time I wake up in the morning, and then I've only got a few hours left. So that's the most beneficial thing that I would recommend. But if you're someone who wants to have a dinner and start it straight after dinner, or if you want to have it in the morning and start with breakfast time, it's completely up to you, whichever one you want to do. But what I would suggest is, like I say, I like to do it in the afternoon and just keep it pretty simple. So they're the 4 questions I got from you guys, just as I was away and I was doing my full 24-hour fast because people were interested in it, and I thought I'd just share my take. Oh, sorry, there was one more. Can you go longer than 24 hours? Absolutely, you can go longer than 24 hours, but depending on your goals, I wouldn't really recommend it, just because you want to maintain muscle mass, you want to have energy, your brain function is going to start to plummet after a while, especially if you've never done it before. So just take it easy when it comes to that. And yeah, you want to think about your goals. If you're going for more longevity type of thing, sure, go longer if you want. But for me, I'm still conscious about maintaining muscle mass, so I wouldn't recommend going for long periods of time, especially without lean sources of protein. So guys, that's the question and answer for today. If you guys have any other questions about intermittent fasting or anything else, make sure to comment down below, and I'll make another video in a couple of days. Speak to you soon.